Hello Capricorn, welcome back to my channel, Caseyleigh, and I am Casey. So today we're going to be doing your general reading. This is going to be for June. Just noticing that my camera's a little crooked, but I don't want to fix it. This will be Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Sorry, I'm already getting a couple things for you guys. Anyways, so, gosh, of course, I'm already getting things. It's like Spirit just knew we were going to do your reading today. We are going to do some oracle cards. I wanted to use some Mystical Shaman Oracle because I do feel like, based off the messages that I got earlier and the ones I'm getting now, that we needed something a little bit more, I don't know, like intense might be the word. I don't know. So heavy duty almost. Ignore my band-aid, I cut my finger. So we're going to be using this Mystical Shaman Oracle, and then we're going to go into tarot. I don't quite know what tarot I want to use yet. And I do feel like I want to use Wisdom of the Oracle as well. So we're going to use this one and that one. So here's the thing. A couple things before we get started, and then we'll just dive right into it. If you guys are interested in a one-on-one session with me, whether it be tarot or energy healing, you can check out the description box down below. That's going to be my website, how to book with me, all that fun stuff, as well as my discounted readings on heyhe.ro, Instagram, TikTok, my TikTok live schedule. So check out the description box below for all that fun stuff. And of course, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment so we can chat below. Or of course, if you like the way I read and you want to hang out with me some more, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification for more. So let's just go right into it so I can just get into these messages. I don't know why, but I really do have this like affinity for Capricorns. Like, I don't know, your energy, I feel like I always connect with like the readings, even when I'm watching other people's readings where I'm doing the readings for you guys, and I'm like, wow, this actually kind of like makes sense for me, it resonates. So, and I don't even really have any Capricorn placements. I have bigger Capricorn placements, like Neptune, for instance, Uranus, like stuff like that, but I don't have a lot other than that. So I don't know why, but I just felt like called and drawn to do Capricorn, so we're gonna do that today. So earlier, as I was meditating, trying to get into your energy, I heard wield your sword, which is very like Nordic and pagan. I don't know if this is a specific thing for me or if this is for you guys or both of us, because it was so loud and clear and I was attempting to connect to excuse me, either like burp or hiccup or something every single reading. I guess it's just me releasing, but I was trying to connect to my like higher self, bringing messages from my higher self, and that came through really strong. Wield your sword, very Nordic, pagan, Vikings coming to mind. And when I thought immediately, like right off the bat, like I wasn't quite sure if it was Archangel Michael, because I do have the sword, his like sword of truth here on the inside of my arm. I thought that maybe that could be him, but I also feel like 75% of me or more feels like this is, like I said, Nordic, pagan, Viking-esque. Wield your sword, which to me, I have chills already, gives me this message of prepare for battle, right? This is like preparation and being ready. And a while back, I channeled a message in one of my live readings on TikTok that was strike when the time is right. And I feel like that's kind of more so this energy again, just in a very different way. This is bravery, it's courage, it's strength, it is endurance. There's just a lot here of, I feel like nobility even. It's this sense of like doing something that you're going to be quaking over. Your knees are going to be weak over, and you're going to be scared to take that leap. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be afraid. You will need your strength. You'll need to be brave, to be courageous. It's something very like like I said, it's noble. And although it's gonna scare the shit out of you, whatever it is, more chills, you are gonna put on a face and you're gonna do it anyway, because you know almost that you don't have a choice. And whether that means that there are physical limitations and you do not have a choice in that way, or if it's energetically, or you feel like, you know, I owe myself this, or I owe someone else this, in some way you are chained to this task and you must complete it. So I feel like you're needing to really dig deep and pull up all of your strength to accomplish something. And it's vital that you do. It is this, again, noble task or deed that isn't taken lightly. I just get this sense of, like in war, like wield your sword. Like you don't want to do that, you don't want to be there, but you know that you have to do it. One of my favorite quotes ever, which I have actually tattooed on my body, is, if you wish for peace, prepare for war. And I just think it rings so true. Still to this day, it's something that I think is incredibly true and applicable to life, no matter what your life consists of. So there, again, is this sense of, if you wish for this really wonderful and beautiful thing, you have to do some really deep, dark, dirty stuff to get there. You know, you have to take action and think about it later. Sometimes you have to just move forward and keep moving your feet one foot after the other until you get to the place that you're at. If you are wielding your sword and you're getting ready to go into battle, even if it's metaphorical battle, you're looking at everybody in front of you is so overwhelming, and the task is seemingly like, whoa, there's no way I can do this, right? But you're gonna put on a face anyway. You're gonna narrow down your perspective, okay? And you're gonna look straight ahead, and there's nothing you can do about these almost like unforeseen forces or obstacles. Like, it really does feel like a battle. Like, you can't be aware of everything all at once. It's just not possible. You're gonna miss something because you're a human being. And it's so important for you to just look ahead at the thing in front of you. And it's like, okay, if it's one person battling, 50 plus people, obviously odds aren't too good for you. But looking at one individual at a time, cutting down one tree at a time, getting over one obstacle at a time, one speed bump, you do one thing and one thing and one thing and one thing, and you just don't look back. It's this feeling of like, you have to move forward and you can't look back. You can't look back at the past. And I've been really channeling for the past couple weeks that we're shifting huge timelines, and I've talked about it in some of my other videos as well. So if you've already heard that, I'm sorry to be repeating this. But channeling that there are these huge timeline shifts. You are jumping from one to the other. It is going to be so crazy. It's going to be this huge shift within where things are, crumbling away that you don't need anymore. Those things aren't going to be there. Like, you're not going to be able to go reach back and grip onto it and just like hang on to it, right? Because it's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. Anything that literally, like, they're showing me like a crumbling wall, like a landslide. Like, you don't get to reach back and grab onto that thing that's comfortable for you anymore. It doesn't exist. It's not going to be there. So you have to move forward. You have to hope for the best, and you have to keep going until you can't go anymore. Really, this is like brute force. Focus your mind and pick one thing, compartmentalize the rest. Especially if you have anxiety or something like that, you're going to want to look at everything around you because you're going to want to prepare, but you're in battle. You're going one after the other. You're not going to have time to look over here and look over here and look behind you, right? You just got to go to whatever you see, you tackle that over and over and over again, right? You see this, tackle that, one thing at a time. There's no way to do everything all at once, so you have to pick and choose, prioritize what's in front of me gets taken care of first. And that's what I'm saying. What is in front of you, take a step towards that and a step towards that, and keep your eyes like on the prize, And the next thing that I had heard right when we started this video was valor, which is another huge thing that reminds me of Nordic, pagan, Vikings, all of that, right? All of that ancestry, or whatever you want to call it, exactly. So when I hear valor, again, I think of that bravery. I think of doing this really dirty deed that no one else wants to do, but you're doing it and you're holding your head high and you are doing it so other people know how to do it too. You are taking a loss, that way others can celebrate that win in the end, right? You're doing something that right now in this moment, to me at least, having valor is I do something that makes me this noble, respected person. I do something with all of me entirely. I do it for the right reasons. I do it for good. I do what I can in the moment for the people I love, you know. It's putting yourself on the line and putting yourself first to protect everyone else. It's doing, again, this very noble task or deed or whatever, and it protects other people. You're doing the best thing, period, no matter what anybody says. And that old timeline isn't going to be there for you to cling on to anymore. It's not going to be there for you to look to turn around and take a look at. No, done, all set, gone, bye, clean slate. It's not there anymore. So you have to, again, with bravery, courage, strength, endurance, valor, with valor, you have to make the decision that best suits you and don't look back. And that just came through so strong, so strong. If you are resonating with this, then, you know, I say to you that if you are going through a hard time, if you're going through a rut, you're going through a period where you don't know how you're going to do it and what you're going to do, and you're worrying or you're anxious about how it's going to go down and what it's going to look like and how are you going to manage, I say to you that there will be something that you miss or you wish you maybe could have done better. But the point is that you acted in the moment and you did what was right for you. And whatever it is that's coming to your mind right now, that thing, you know, it's going to resonate for you. Know that you are doing the best thing for you and you can't worry about anybody else. You can't worry about other things around you. You have to do the best thing for you. That's it. With valor. Okay? Sometimes also I feel like I have to say, as light workers, we do the dirty work so no one else has to. Okay, that's coming in huge. So if you have some sort of affiliation with energy work or some sort of energy healing, or if you consider yourself a light worker, no matter what the title is, when you are in this type of environment, in this community, and you know you're doing this type of work, whether it's just between friends and family or on a larger scale, like, you know, like I'm doing here, right, taking clients and things like that, you're doing the dirty work so other people don't have to. You take the L so you can help others. It's very like sacrificial and selfless. So that was a channel message and a rant. All right, Capricorn, let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. Like I said, I did want to look into Wisdom of the Oracle first and foremost, see what this one has for us, and then we'll go into Mystical Shaman really quick, and if I feel like it, we'll get some tarot, but I feel like there's a lot of messages here, and we can probably even go without the tarot, to be honest. All right. So what do we have for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For June. They're showing me like this is someone who's very much like a father figure. It may be a real person, but I do think this is like a Norse god or something of that like Norse Viking-esque like pantheon, I think is the right word for that. I think that's the right term. It is a like bigger, kind of bulkier-ish guy. Like he looks like he would be like in battle. He's wearing armor of some kind, and he has like long beard, like white hair. Like it feels very like, I don't know, like Zeus, Odin, like something like that. Maybe even Thor. But with the fatherly figure type energy, I feel like it's Odin maybe. Especially because I got wield your sword. So look into that. The sword also, I feel like I'm just getting so much just on this one message, but I feel like the sword could also be like the Ace of Swords. So like truth, clarity, ability to see something that was hidden previously or something like that, right? You could be getting word of something and have to make a change quickly, and therefore needing to, you know, just focus on what's in front of you, okay? All right, I've shuffled enough. At the bottom, you have community and you have TikTok. Oh, TikTok and new life. Say less, fam, say less. And then you have blessed. Blessed on top of that as well. Wow. All right, so we got blessed here. You had community. Blessed is number 22, which is a master number, and I think of that as mastering duality because it's twos, right? Community, I feel like this is you get what you give, right? So this is, again, almost like the valor here with your community and taking care of each other and being that kind of close-knit group, camaraderie, that thing. And then you have TikTok, okay? And then you have new life. So to me, it's like it's only a matter of time before something completely out of the blue or like different is happening for you. It is only a matter of time before I think your life is going to change, and it's like this lightning strike is going to kind of come out of nowhere. Ooh, I have chills. This lightning strike is going to come out of nowhere, and I feel like it's going to like the TikTok here, I feel like it's going to start the clock, right? So again, wield your sword. So get ready, because TikTok, the time is counting down. I don't feel like we're waiting to like, you know, we're like going up. I feel like this is like we're counting down. Like I just heard like to the minutes. Like we're counting down to the minutes, whatever this thing is. And keep in mind, like time in like 5D or higher is much faster than 3D time. And it can also be like kind of vague, especially when I channel messages. So I'm hearing counting down to the minutes. It's like, get ready, because it's coming. Like again, in battle, you see everybody coming from up above the hill. You only have so much time to prepare. So wield your sword, get it ready, get your armor on, get ready to go. Seriously. I feel like there's another one in here. Oh, look at that. All that glitters. Whoa. All that glitters in between worlds. So I really feel like this is going to be just like, this is going to be like ground shaking different here. This is like a huge tower moment, and I feel like it's going to carry a lot of weight. It's going to carry a lot of, dare I say, like even repercussions, or like, it's like Murphy's Law, to be fair. Yep. Okay. It's like Murphy's Law in the sense of like, you know, one thing goes up, the other thing comes down. It's like, this is all about balance, okay? This is very much about balance. So we had all that glitters. I feel like time is ticking down to when things are really gonna like reveal themselves and become what they have been underneath. It's like, again, that sword could be like Ace of Swords for you guys. All that glitters really talks about, because it has the masks here. This is taking the mask off of something or someone and exposing this thing or this person for who they are, what it is. Or exposing the truth. I think that sword, wield your sword, could be the Ace of Swords. You're going to cut away maybe all these pieces that have blocked you from seeing the truth about something. I feel like also, maybe it's because of Capricorn energy, this is very much so like, I really feel like this is like politically some stuff is going to come out so bad. I don't necessarily remember all the things astrologically that are happening. I know currently we're in Mercury retrograde. I think, is it Jupiter that's in Pisces? And then eclipse energy, we had the full moon, and I thought there was one more thing, but basically there's a lot of stuff astrologically going on in Capricorn. Your energy here, whatever is going on, I feel like politically this might also apply, and that might be on a larger scale, like the world, president, vice president, whatever, like something government related, or this could be whoever your authority figures kind of are in your life. So like supervisors, boss, the company itself, like a higher up corporate position. I feel like something like on a bigger scale, either corporate or like government related, is going to be exposed, leaked, or something like brand new is going to come out of the gate, and everyone's going to be like, wow, holy shit, there it is. That's what I feel like is going to happen real big. So stating that right now in this video. Come back to me and let me know if that happens. And then you had between worlds here. Okay, so again, this to me is that in between timelines. This is the middle of you shifting. I feel almost, I mean, as a collective of us shifting from being in one timeline to the next. We're in the middle right now. I think a lot of the astrological events right now are going to be the push that we need to move from one to the other timeline. But really in between two. And look how like one is dark and gray, right? And the other one has color. It's vibrant, it's beautiful, it's like lush and coming to life. So what I feel like with this, right, is old timelines not serving us, right? Dark, dingy, there's no life there left, okay? Nothing is left there. And then you have on the other side of newness and the oceans, like, you know what I mean? You have all those blues that like bringing life. So it's like bringing life, bringing clarity to something. Moving and shifting from one timeline to the other one, this future one, is going to be so big. It is going to have like these reverberating effects, right? It's just going to go like domino effect down the line. And then you have to be fair. So whatever this is, whether it's on a larger scale or whether this is, you know, just in your personal life, this 38 breaks down to an 11. To be fair for me, it's like the justice card, right? And that owl on top for me is like screaming high priestess. I hope you can see that. Messages from the divine, right? Winged messenger is coming to me very much so. To be fair is about, it's about being Switzerland, right? What is owed to you, what you put in, you get back out. Still that same energy like with the community. So whatever is happening here, it's so needed. We need to, and you need to do this huge timeline shift. It's for your highest good, needs to happen here. With to be fair, this is, I feel like also, this is weighing like your pros and cons, right? So while you're trying to focus in on what I was saying earlier, get rid of all the distractions around you as best you can. They're going to be there no matter what, you know, focus on what's in front of you. To be fair is like, again, like I'm saying, one thing at a time, being as, you know, kind of like logical as possible, very air energy. How can I accomplish this in the best way moving forward? It's like, don't worry about why it's unfair or why is it happening and why do I have to go through it. Don't worry about any of that right now because it's not going to get you anywhere. This doesn't benefit you in any way. It doesn't lighten your load. It doesn't do anything for you, right? It doesn't help you. So focus on the things that do help you. What's in front of me? Okay, this thing literally exists. It's in front of me. How am I going to handle this? It has to be more logical or else you guys are just going to get stuck in this trap. And I don't want you guys to get stuck thinking about these old timelines. I want you to move forward. Okay, let's do one more shuffle here. So that's all for that deck. Now, I do still want to go into Mystical Shaman. So I feel like this is, again, really important because I use this Mystical Shaman Oracle for, like, timeline shifts. I use it for astrological events and, like, big stuff. So, water. Let's see what this deck has to offer us because I feel like probably. Alright, so what do we have here for my Capricorns? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Oops. Oh, that was a bad one, guys. There we go. Let's try it again. What do we have for Capricorn? Almost. One more. Whoop. What do we have for Capricorn? Oh wow, yep, the Holy Mountain. Wow, Luminous Warrior. Oh yeah, absolutely. The drum. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, here we go. Look at this. The Holy Mountain. The Holy Mountain. To my knowledge, this is a place of, again, this is something very, like, sacred, right? The holy mountain is a place that is sacred. It's the end goal, right? It's accomplishing something that is, like I said, valor, takes courage and bravery. This is something that is going to take you, I mean, it's a mountain. To climb this mountain, it almost feels like you need to be humbled to get to this point, right? Let's actually read it. I think we should read it. Native peoples around the earth recognize mountains as places of great power where one encounters spirit or where the gods or goddesses reside. In ancient Greece, Mount Olympus was the home of the 12 main gods and goddesses. In Tibet, pilgrims circumambulate, why am I terrible at pronouncing these words, Mount Kailash to bring prosperity. In Peru, pilgrims climb the ice-capped Mount Osanjit to receive the starlight and bring fire to the earth. Sorry if I'm butchering these. The holy mountain invites you to go on a sacred pilgrimage to acquire vision and perspective. Absolutely. First, you must accept the present situation as an opportunity to discover higher understanding, like a higher vantage point, right, on top of the mountain. Find a sacred altar where others who came before you have prayed and found wisdom, and make your offering there. Make a commitment to walk with courage. See? Courage, love, and compassion until you see with clarity the perfection of all. When the holy mountain shows up, it's time to be active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound. Wield your sword. This is a time to leap over challenges and to remember that from atop of the mountain, there are no obstacles, only beauty and an unobstructed view of the entire earth. And there's no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipment to climb the holy mountain. You already have all the gear that you need. Overcome any lethargy, indolence, and laziness, as these are the real obstacles. Beautiful. And then you have Luminous Warrior, which I really want to read to you guys as well, because this book just does such a good job, honestly. But it's funny that we have, I'll tell you intuitively what I feel. It's funny that we do have the Luminous Warrior because I'm talking about going into battle. This is exactly what I'm saying. I don't think this battle is of a like physical means. This is a battle of like light versus dark. This is a battle of energy, a battle, you know, between these like timelines and dimensions. This is this galactic war, if you will. It's something so otherworldly and outside of us, and I have chills. So this luminous warrior for me is like, again, luminous being bringing the light. That's what I think of, bringing the light or being the light, hence light worker or light warrior, honestly. And then having the drum for me personally, there you go, so you can see that, is a calling. This is a calling for you as the warrior to climb that holy mountain. I feel like a lot of you, if you didn't feel like you were connected before or in tune with spirit before, that you're gonna have your gifts come online with this new timeline. So this is why you have to just look forward, keep going, and battle this darkness, whether it's outside of you or within you. This is something that you need to battle. Wield your sword. Go with valor, courage, bravery. This is huge, guys. This is so important, and it's huge for you. There's so much here. It's, again, valor. This is crazy. The drum is this calling upon, and a lot of times the drums, you know, in other whether it be religions or with like other like indigenous people or natives to certain like other countries, I'm not quite sure the correct term to use here, so if you know the correct one I should be using, drop it in the comments, that way I can move forward and do it correctly. But a lot of times drums were used in certain communities as a way to, you're starting like a get-together, it is a calling to a higher being or a higher power. Some cultures still use like gongs, for instance, the bell, right? So it's this act of hitting something and eliciting this energy to call upon somebody else or something else, right? So let's check out the Luminous Warrior and then the drum. But man, this is such a powerful reading. It's incredible. Oops. All right. The luminous warrior has no enemies in this world or the next. He is impeccable in word and deed. He focuses on his light rather than on what hides in the dark. See? Since he casts no shadow, he is as radiant as the sun and can transform his most terrible enemy into his ally. His power comes not from the sword. Wield your sword. His power comes not from the sword, but from speaking his truth at all costs. The luminous warrior reminds you it is important to focus on your power, wisdom, and beauty. Do not be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world. Remember that intention follows attention, so focus on your positive traits. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered. Then there will be little need for action as you resolve all situations from within. Are you being tempted by your emotions to follow your lower instincts? Are you being invited to enter into a quarrel with someone? Put your sword away. This is not the time for battle. Your enemy is not who you think it is. Do not act from a place of anger. Your enemy, wait. Your enemy is not who you think it is. All that glitters. Your enemy is not who you think that it is. Do not act from a place of anger that will damage your relationships and hurt the ones you care for. Find the truth hiding in your heart that will affirm your instinct for peace rather than for war. Wow. And then we'll read the drum. Holy shit, guys. Wow. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder. Thunder could also be Thor, like I said earlier, and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. The drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go once you jump in. Collect your power tools and summon your courage. More about courage, because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. You travel to the beat of a different drum. It's time to acknowledge you do not fit a mold or role or relationship that's not in tune with you. Find your rhythm. Respond to the heartbeat of the distant drum. The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. This is so crazy, so beautiful, so incredibly powerful on this soul level. I could not possibly explain. And then you have middle world here as well. Middle world and the vision quest. Here is where you are currently. This is what I'm saying. You are in the middle between the lower world and the upper world. You are on your way there. Wield your sword. These things that you are going to be coming in contact with, they're not going to be what you think they are, right? All that glitters. Your enemy is not who you think that it is. When they say wield your sword, again, this could be that Ace of Swords, because they talked about speaking your truth at all costs. That's what the luminous warrior does. He doesn't have to go to war, to go to battle, to wield his sword in your typical fashion that one might think you have to. This is about wielding your sword of truth, breaking through all the other crap, breaking through from one world to the next, from one timeline to the next, right? This is about moving forward and creating a new life by choosing to speak your truth at all costs. The truth being that Ace of Swords. You're wielding the Ace of Swords to be able to move forward and create a new life for yourself. And the drum here, you're being called to do it. The time is now. You are being called to climb the holy mountain, to take this very sacred pilgrimage, to fight this battle of light and dark, of truth and lies, of fear versus love, fear versus unconditional love. Well, you're being called to fight this battle, and your enemy is not who you think that it is. Keep this in mind, especially what I said about the government. I'm curious to see how that pans out. You guys are doing such beautiful work on this earth. Don't ever think that you're not. So we didn't get into tarot, but I'm going to leave everything here because this was so amazing. So I love this reading. I really hope that you guys got something wonderful out of this, because again, I even did, and I don't really have Capricorn in my chart. So I hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. Please like this video to get it out to all the other Capricorn placements who need to see it and hear this. If you enjoyed it, you did resonate, anything like that, please leave a comment down below. I love to hear from you. And again, like I said in the beginning as well, if you enjoy the way I read and you want to hang out with me some more, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification for more. And love y'all so much. I'm gonna see you next month. All right, bye.